Hi everyone, I'm here to go through the phonetic sounds handout that I've completed for you, and I apologize for the delay. I've just had a few things going on as I prepare for the fall semester, and I just didn't have time to finish this the last couple of days. So here it is, completed, though I should tell you that I took a phonetics class, or a phonemics class, whichever one you want to call it, probably over 25 years ago. And I was trained to teach writing more than I was speaking and listening. But since I've studied so many languages, and I'm pretty good at hearing sounds and pronouncing sounds, it took me a while to do this handout for you, because when I look at the phonemic charts that are made for the English language, I can see where some of the sounds can be put into all one category. So you may have learned some of these sounds in a different way, and I'm grouping them in what I see as a more simplistic way of organizing them. So hopefully you'll understand what I'm doing by focusing on the pure sound that we're going over, even if there are some consonants that kind of change the way the sound is. Ultimately, the vowel sounds especially are the same, and I just haven't broken them out into the very specific categories that sometimes people who are experts on phonetics and phonemic sounds will do. So I am going to go ahead and just pronounce all the words. If I think the word is something you don't know, then I will define it and use it in a sentence. And then, of course, after you watch this video, if there's something you don't know, please be sure to email me. You also have my cell phone, so if you ever have a question about something, you can also text me. I usually answer my texts pretty quickly. All right, so let's go back over the long A sound, like in wait. Face, rain, wait, fate, change, train, may, wait. Weight as in something weighs a certain amount of pounds or ounces. Table, break, grate, and steak. The short A sound as in cat, apple, nap. Grapple means to wrestle with or to struggle over something. Flap, hamburger, handle, hand. Fatuous means something that is silly or stupid. So a variation on long A when it's with the R sound. We have air, area, fair, hair, snare, flare, and au pair. And then the variation on a short A when it is with an R, like the word far. So we have car, tar, guitar, bizarre, seminar, and arm. Also want you to know, I'm going to stop for just a moment to let you know that in the handout I added some underlining. So you will see here, for instance, in guitar and in bizarre, I underlined the syllable where the sound is happening, and I did that up here as well. I didn't tell you that. So when you go back over the handout by yourself, the sound that I'm trying to get you to produce with your mouth is in the syllable that is underlined if the word is more than one syllable. All right, let's proceed to long E, which is in the word proceed, P-R-O-C-E-E-D. I have a lot for this one. Seat, me, tweet, discreet. Discreet means something that you do carefully, secretly, in a not obvious way. Discreet. Treat, believe, ego, Egypt, compete, pedagogy. Let me repeat pedagogy for Karime. Pedagogy. Read, lead, see, tea, 3. Breathe. I'm going to stop on breathe and let you know the E on the end of this makes the EA long, and we will see it spelled differently in the next grouping of words. Breathe, dream, evening, meet, meat. 2 different kinds of meats there. We have some homophones. We have meat to get together to see one another, and meat that we eat when we eat beef or chicken or pork. Near, beer, sear, mirror, another seer. So the first seer in the first line with the 2 E's is someone who sees the future. And the sear with the EA is when we cook meat, sometimes we put it in a pan over very high heat, and we burn the outside to get a certain flavor. So we have sear and mere and sear and hear and clear and steer. Also want to go back to the word mere. Mere means only. It operates like only. All right, and then the short E sound like bed instead. This one's really tricky because it has that EA, and so it seems like it would be a long E sound, but it's not. It's instead. Men, any, plenty, health, sweat, thread, death. So we're still working with the sound. Wedding, medication. I didn't underline that one, so let me fix that for you. I forgot. That's where the sound is. Medication, said, letter. Forgot that one too. So this word letter is 2 syllables, and the first syllable is that sound. Letter, went, invalid. You see it's at the end here with an I, so it's very tricky. You wouldn't expect it to be a short E sound. Breath. So here's breath, and here's breathe. With the E makes it the long E sound. Breath. Wealth, bread, head, lead, red, bear, hair. So I added these two, and they don't really go in this category. There are people who are experts on phonetic sounds that would put it in a different category, but I want you to hear be and bear. They're the same sounds. Bear. I'm like making it sound strange because we say it really fast. Bear. And we don't really hear that it sounds like bed, but it's the same E sound ultimately. And same with hair. Hair and bed have the same E sound, even though, you know what? I'm messing up. I shouldn't have those in that category, so I'm going to delete those out of there. I'm trying to decide. They're more the long A like au pair, aren't they? Yep, they are. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I get, you know, I'm human, so I make mistakes, but those sounds are very similar to me. All right, so those are deleted. Let's go over the last line. Wealth, bread, head, lead, red. Just like bed, short E. Long I sound like in my line. I, die. Forgot to underline this part. I put this one here on purpose because it's a strange word that we don't see a lot. Zygote. And that is an egg and a sperm that fertilize together and create a new being. Die, right, time, belie, find, try, shy, behind, and delight. And I forgot to do the syllables in these words, so let me do them really quickly. Also, long I, we can add here next to delight is just light. Just so you see that one by itself. Short I, as in the word ship, sit, in, inside, knit, midnight, it, fingertips, imaginable, is, and with. So let's go back over these multiple syllable words. Midnight. This is the short I sound. This is the long I sound. And night, just like in light up here. And then fingertips. Yeah, fingertips. This is the syllable that has the short I sound. And in the beginning of the word, the I is pronounced like a long E. Fingertips. And then I put this multiple syllable word here, imaginable. It has 5 syllables. And it's that middle syllable that has the I sound. Imaginable. All right, long O sounds. Door, as in door, and I repeated the word door. Go, over, though, show, floor, road, volcano. The long O is at the end. Consonants. That's a long O sound in the middle of the word consonant. I'm over pronouncing it consonant, but it's consonant and it's a long O sound in the middle. Poems, the name that we sometimes give men. Theodore. I really like this one because we have 2 long O's. We have the, you know, it looks like the word the, but it's a long E here. Theodore. And this O is long because of the E at the end, but Theodore. That's a really complicated one that I thought I would throw in there. Carolina. Carolina was in our class, but I'm referring here to there are 2 states in the United States, North and South Carolina, so the long O there. Story. This one's hard to pick out, but it is stow, long O, re. And then we blend the O and the R together like the word or, which rhymes with the word door, so there's still that long O sound. Short O sounds, like the word on, got, flop, not, rot, astronaut. I threw that one in there for Ingrid. Spot, caught, distraught, someone who's upset, is someone who is distraught. And naughty, and I forgot to underline the first syllable here. Rhymes with distraught and caught, the word not, naughty. Variation on a short O, and it's the same sound as the word good. So we have should, would, could, book, foot, hood, hook, would, took, look, soot. So that sound. Long U sounds, like the word shoot, refute, shoot, food, you, rebuke. Forgot to underline the second syllable, so let me do that real quick. Fluke, mute, toot, flute, crew, unit is a 2-syllable word, and that long U is at the beginning, unit. And substitute, we went over this one in class. The long U is in the last part of substitute. Just like the word toot, it's the same. This word and this last syllable have the same sounds, toot. And that's because of that E on the end here. It makes the U long. The short U category, like the word up, cut, rut, catch up. We did this one in class also. So catch up is the same sound at the end. Luck, sunshine. We have the U there. Substitute, I did this one again for you because in the first syllable we have the short U sound in sub. Rut, bus, some, Connecticut, blood, flood, mud, carrot. I added this one. This is such a strange one. You would never expect maybe to have the U sound at the end of carrot, but it is carrot, not carrot, right? Like the word rot that we looked at all the way back here in the short O sound. So this is carrot. Tough, enough, rough, and love. And this one's so weird. Isn't the word love so weird? Because it's an O. There's an O in the word. There's an E on the end. If we follow the rules that we've learned, that an E on the end of a word makes a vowel long. So that would be love. But it's not. It's love. The short U sound, love. Variation on the short U when with an R. We went over this one in class. It's that ugly sound that a lot of people, when they learn English, don't enjoy making. Teacher, hurt, heard, sure, tour. Tour is sort of a strange word to put in this category, but it's because of the UR sound at the end. And that O kind of, you hear it go, or, right? Because it's tour. But that ER sound is at the end of the word. Daughter, anger, curd, turkey, murky. Let me underline the first syllable for you. Some of these that I forgot to do. There's a lot of detail on this handout, so I've forgotten a few things here and there. Girl, early. This one is so strange, early, because of the spelling, and you don't expect it to have that sound, but it does. So it's one of those exceptions. Excuse me. Bird, curt. Curt means something that is short. I can talk in a curt way. And terse is the same meaning as curt. It means that you say something in a very short way. You can write, excuse me, in a very short way. And then curtsy. And then the AU sounds, and these are for Kiara. She requested these, and there are 2 categories of the AU sounds, but they're not always spelled with the AU sound. Excuse me. So we have long AU sound, which sounds like show, the O sound. It's actually kind of a long O sound, really, but it has these strange letter combinations, sometimes with the consonant W, sometimes with the O-U-G-H. So we have though, blow, flow, grow, no, low. So means to put seeds in the ground when dirt has been loosened. And toe. Short AU sound sounds like cow. Bow, grouse,